knee moves to the right, it allows my arms and body to turn inward. And as I shift my right knee toward the ball and laterally down the line, it lowers the swing plane from the top of the backswing. The lateral force lowers the vertical force slightly inward, and we have a slight change of plane. And the golf swing really is an inverted C. The key is to make the inverted C very, very small. We don't want a big loop this way or a big loop that way. We want to set the golf club in position, shift, and turn, and that lowers the arm inward, forces the right arm to move toward the right hip joint. Then the force of the right arm and hand explode against the left. The left acts as a fulcrum to the right, keeps the club face square. The body keeps moving and shifting and turning to complete the swing. Now, most golfers that I teach, especially non-athletic players, they swing at the ball and they turn and stop. They want to know why their body doesn't keep moving. And weight must move to support motion. That means that as the motion of the club moves to the right, the weight must go to the right. And as the club goes up, the weight really stops turning to a degree to allow the club to get in position. Then the weight now must shift down, forward, and around to the left. And that allows the three forces to blend to create the power source that we're looking for to accelerate the arms and hands into the golf ball. You will see this with Tiger Woods because he does all three, and he does them so quick that if you don't slow it down, you couldn't catch it. And the amazing thing is the lateral force is a very important part of the golf swing. And I don't see it talked about a lot because I think people want them they want their body to turn and to create a good arm swing and a good arc, but the lateral force is very important. Now we have teachers teaching players to shift the step-in drill. That's to feel the lateral force, because now the left foot can move out of place from one place to another. We don't have that luxury when we're striking the ball in a golf swing. The feet are a source of a control factor for the turning of the body and the shifting of the body. It's like a house that has four corners and it's trying to stabilize. If one of those breaks down, the house will tilt or fall over.
How do you get the recreational player who isn't particularly athletic to make the move that you want them to? Because there's no way to intellectualize all the things that you've said and think through those as you make a golf swing. So what specific directions do you give your students?
Stay light on your feet to start with. You can't become a good dancer unless you're light on your feet. You can't move from one side to the other if you're heavy on your feet. If your feet are heavy, if your hands are heavy, if your arms are heavy, you have no choice. You have no chance. See, the golf club is light and the swing is free, so the body has to feel light and free, even though it's heavy. And most golfers are too heavy, too tight, too laden down, too sunk in, and they're like corkscrews. That isn't the way to play golf. So I tell them to get light on their feet, and I tell them to feel like their feet are moving faster going forward than they are going backward. We don't want to waste any motion going this way when we need weight to move to support motion going that way. That's why when you see the good player hit a golf ball, his feet and legs get fast moving that way, forward and around, because the club is going to move forward and around. He has no choice. As this club starts moving inward to go forward and around, the lower part of our body has to move to support that. That's what it's built for. There's the foundation of the golf swing. And why does Bob Toski get the distance he gets at 74 years of age? I utilize the upper and lower part of my body to its fullest degree to get the maximum potential kinetic energy through potential energy to hit the ball to my target.
You still weigh 120 pounds?
No, I'm up to 135 feet. I'm getting
heavy.
heavy.
On a big diet.
I've got to look at my weight here.
You still dancing?
Oh, I love to dance. Oh, I love to dance.
Be back to dance with Bob in just a moment. Don't go away.